If you're the first-time home buyer, then understanding the financials involved in your future purchase of the house is one of the most important things to understand. One of the confusing topics that a lot of first-time home buyers seem to have difficulty grasping is down payment versus cash to close. Very often when I post the house online, people ask me, what is the down payment on that house? I always tell them it depends on your loan program. What they should be asking instead is, what is my likely cash to close on that house? Of course, it will depend again on their loan program, but also on a couple of other items. So, what is a down payment? What is cash to close? Most first-time homebuyers seem to confuse the two terms. Let me go through the whole explanation so you could understand how that affects your purchasing ability. This is another podcast with Elena, and I'm Elena Garrett. I am a realtor with Keller Williams Central 75 in the Dallas Fort Worth area of Texas. Cash to close means your out of pocket expenses. What does that involve? It involves a lot more than just the down payment. In this particular case, the down payment, let's assume that you have a loan with 5% down payment. In a transaction where you put up 5% down payment, your total cash to close will be more than 5% of the price of the house. The down payment will account only for about 70% of your cash to close. Imagine that you also need to add another 30%. So you need to add another chunk of money on top of the down payment to be able to close on the house. Before we move on to the understanding of cash to close, let's first look at the fundamental understanding of down payment. How do we calculate the down payment? The down payment does not depend on a house. The down payment depends on your loan program. For example, conventional loans have a minimum down payment of 5%. For example, FHA loans have a minimum down payment of 3.5%. Some types of loans, such as VA and USDA, have 0% down payment. If you're interested in 0% down payment loans, please look at my video, Finding a House with 0% Down Loans. For right now, let's just look at a typical loan pre-approval letter so we can understand how to understand our cash to close, how to understand our down payment. Right here, you're seeing a typical letter that you would receive from a lender. It has a lot of mumbo jumbo. The interesting parts in this letter are these. Your sales price, maximum sales price that the lender will allow you to lend on would be $300,000. The maximum loan to value that they're willing to lend you is 95%. What does 95% maximum loan to value means? Well, let's look at the calculations. If we just say that $300,000 is 100% of your entire purchase, then what the loan to value is means what the bank allows you to borrow. 95% loan to value means that the bank will allow you to borrow 95% of your total purchase. That means that you would need to fund 5% of the total purchase out of your own pocket. How does that come? How can we calculate, for example, a down payment on a $300,000 house? Well, the 95% of that of that amount will be coming from the bank. So we're going to take $300,000 multiplied by 0.95. That is your loan amount. $300,000 multiplied by 9.5 will be your loan amount. $300,000 multiplied by 0.05 will be your down payment. So we take our total cost of purchase, we multiply it by 0.05 if you have a 5% down payment, or 0.035 if you have a 3.5% down payment, and that becomes your down payment amount. In this particular case, $300,000 multiplied by 0.05 is $15,000. So that is the down payment on that $300,000 house. I hope that was clear enough. If you think that that was not clear, please leave your comments in below. So maybe I could create another video to clarify any potential questions that you guys have. In the meantime, coming up are two important subjects. Cash to close. So we just calculated down payment, but we saw that down payment is only about 70% of your total cash to close, assuming your loan amount, your down payment amount is 5%. So what is cash to close and how to calculate it? We will take an example of the same $300,000 house. We just calculated its down payment. Now we will calculate the total cash to close. Also coming up, how to use Elena's portal to find information that we will need to calculate our cash to close. If you don't want to miss any of the videos that are coming up, please click subscribe. This is February 2021. Within the next approximately 2 to 3 months, I'm going to post about total of 25 videos, each about 6 to 7 minutes short, to explain a specific issue related or specific terminology related to the process of buying your first house. Because I'm going to be posting them every few days, you don't want to miss some important videos that might help you to be more educated about your upcoming purchase. I recommend that you click subscribe. This way you will never miss a single one. Also, if you like my videos, please give me a like. Thank you so much and see you at the next video.